The story of Spike. Once upon a time, there was a dragon named Spike. He lived in a cave in the middle of a kingdom. He also helps people and keeps the kingdom safe from attackers. During his free time, he likes to collect treasures like gold, silver, and gems. Then one day a house caught on fire. A lot of people blamed it on Spike, but some people didn't think it was Spike. The people made a riot about what had happened. The dragon got locked up. The next day, the fuss continued. Then the dragon was released, and another fire started. But the dragon didn't do anything because the man who had been starting the fires was caught while he was starting the next fire. After that, the man was thrown in jail. The next day, everything returned to normal and everyone was happy. Spike had even gained a few friends during this little adventure. The end. Well, I have the little head here, which has fire coming out of it. For some reason, everything wants to stick together. But he has wings here. His body right here. I said that down without breaking it. And then he has his legs. Well, the fins, I just kind of wanted them to be different color than the entire body.
Why is he called Spike?
Well, because of this.
His spiky part.
He's got these big horns on him, and well, I guess. Okay, that one is pointy.
So his claws are pointy too.
There is even this little thing on his head that didn't come out very well, but it's a little spikes up there too, huh?
That's neat.
I had some trouble forming this because when I tried to roll it out, this kept being so small that I just had to make a ball. So I just made a ball and kind of put some more down here, and it worked finally. So that's it.
He draws a lot of dragons and has had various versions of dragons for, probably at least a year ahead of this, and he's been reading books about dragons, and like he said, they have the game at home. And so I think when I said he could make any creature he wanted to for this, when we were talking about what was going to happen, it seemed like a natural outcoming that he would decide to do a dragon. I don't know what you think.
And with this story, it's a story of a dragon who's wrongly accused of menacing a village, and then the dragon is exonerated at the end. It's found that he didn't do it, and so it's one of these tales that kids can relate to, being blamed for something they didn't do, and then turning around and seeing, oh, they were actually innocent. So that seems to be a tale that kids can relate to when you're at a part in life where it's kind of hard to see right and wrong and that sort of thing.
I liked, they had us come down early and they had the clear version for him to look at and ask, and he was able to talk about the fins that he wanted them to go on a horizontal plane rather than vertical, because on the clay model he had made them vertical, but in his mind they were horizontal. And I know when he came home, in terms of just the classes that he went to, he really enjoyed doing the clay part. He talked about how much he enjoyed working with the clay, and I think that was a really good transition. And just seeing the fire ovens and seeing each of those parts go in was really great, and I think he enjoyed that a lot.
And he gets to draw at home, but it's not every day that he gets to use special clay to create something, and then to watch the artist make something he had made as a prototype into something real and lasting. I think that was a great experience, and we had a great time watching them build this. Here are some master artists or craftsmen working on a vision by a 10-year-old.
Or not even quite 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
And just that they would, you helped a lot, Fletch, with putting that together so he could really see it in that 3D form.
Yeah.
It was very helpful.
Right, it wouldn't stand up in the way he made it, and then it was Fletcher assembled it into a model that is flying.
Yeah, I think definitely worthwhile doing, and I think it's the work in all of the mediums. So often they only have an hour in an art class, or sometimes not even that long in something at school, where they're given the instruction on what they're going to make, and then they have to produce it in so short of a time, and they're just getting their ideas, I think, and almost they have to be done with it. And so I just think it's so valuable to have the 3 stages and create a story, not only think about designing it, but who is this creature, or where does it live. And so I just think the breadth of the project was really, really great.
And it seems great that Elliot can imagine and draw this part, and then other master artists can move it to the next level, so he can see where he could go later. If he wants to become an artist, he can see there's a process, and there's a good deal of training and practice that goes into creating something that's glass in this case.
Yeah.
Or
a finished, I mean, and even if it's not art, just learning that there are steps that you have to take, that things to come up with a beautiful finished piece, that there's lots of work involved and lots of fun, but that I think it's that not being rushed is really possibly I think the biggest part of this that's good.
You can certainly see how he admires
He's been fondling them the whole time. I know it's kind of hard not to want to touch him, isn't it?
Yeah.